Hi guys, and welcome to this week's edition of the weekly forecast, where we are going to be discussing what to look out for in the coming week. So last week the market played out perfectly. We were expecting price to reject this level here on dollar index. That level is been rejected nicely, and our target of 96.115 was reached, and market rejected to the upside. So we saw a rejection of lower prices from a very strong institutional demand level, which came in at around 96. So looking ahead in the coming week, I would expect a bit of weakness to come in, but as you can see right now, market is like at a pivot point, and the level that it's trading at the moment, price can be attracted to both sides of the market, whether it's lower or to the upside. So we really need to be cautious about how we approach the market in the coming week. So what we're gonna do now, you can clearly see I've got a naked chart. We're gonna start out by marking out the levels that we have to take note of. So first things first, you can see already we've got the close of December. That is where the market rejected to the upside, and it has done that twice. You can see these weeks here and this week here. So that December low is coming in at December close is coming in at 96.095. You can see why I focused on the close rather than the low, because the range between the low and the close, that's our rejection block. So I'm going to mark out the 96.095 as our interesting price point to the downside. So we've got 96.095, 96.095. So 96.095, if you are going to be short on dollar index, if you're going to expect a long-term weakness coming in on the dollar, which already the market has played out for the month of June, we have already seen that play out, which is what we anticipated, weakness. But if you're still expecting weakness according to your own analysis, then 96.795 is the target to take note of. Now we are going to highlight our last up candle, where we saw all the rejection of higher prices. You can see this 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, they were all being rejected by this last up candle here. Okay, let me highlight that for you so that you can clearly see which candle I'm talking about. So it's this bearish order block here. So it's in that candle's range that we have to anticipate weakness to come back into the market. But yes, of course, you can see now price is trading at almost 50% of this range. You see, between the two supply zones that I've marked, we've got a supply zone and a demand zone here. Price is trading right at the 50% range, meaning it's at a pivot point. It's in no man's land from a higher time frame, but you're gonna see as we go to a lower time frame, you're gonna see exactly which direction of bias we have to take. So now that we have highlighted the range that we are going to be looking out for on a monthly chart, now I'm going to go to a weekly time frame. Right now, remember, my solid line represents my weekly, my monthly range, and my weekly range, I'm gonna determine them with the dotted black line. so that everything is perfectly clear, so that you know when prices are getting close to that range, you know that okay, we are approaching a monthly zone or a weekly zone. So you can clearly see the rejection that I've been talking about from the 96 demand level. We have already the 2 weeks of June rallying to the upside. So we're clearly in a bullish weekly order flow, meaning we have to target higher prices. But now, to which point do we have to target higher prices? If you remember correctly from last week, I highlighted this fair value gap between the low of this bearish candle and the high of this bullish candle, and we have already traded close to 50% of that fair value gap. So I'm expecting price in the coming week. I'm expecting price, let me just zoom in a bit, to reach out for this previous 4 weeks low, which is coming in at 97,920. 97,920. So I will be expecting dollar to trade and close that fair value gap at 97.20. If you remember correctly, this is the gap I've been talking about to say we are going to see price trading higher for dollar to gain a bit, if you remember correctly from last week's forecast. So now we can clearly see we are in a bullish weekly order flow. So now once we have highlighted that, if we are to break above the fair value gap price point, what will be the next target? The next target are going to be these lows here. Let me highlight them for you. This will be the next area of interest that we have to be well aware of. We have to be aware of this price point. As you can see, guys, I'm only doing this with the price action. There's no like funny candles that I'm using. I'm just reading what the price action is telling me, which is what you should aim to improve on, because it's gonna help you a lot. I'm not saying indicators are bad, but price action is a much better way for you to interpret. Yes, you can fulfill your analysis with an indicator of your choice, but try to at least first read what the market structure is telling you. So now, if we do close above the fair value gap in the coming week, our next target is going to be the 98.30 price point. So now I'm going to go on to a daily time frame. You can already see now how I'm breaking down the structure and already what's my targets. Let me go to a weekly. So my weekly levels, I need them to be in a dotted dashed line. So that once I get to a lower time frame, I'll perfectly know that okay, this line is a level on a weekly, or this line is a level on a monthly chart. So now we are going to go on to a daily time frame. Now on a daily time frame, you can clearly see now what those levels do. So expect this level is gonna be reached easily, 97,920. In the coming week, we are going to see 97,920 quite easily. So what does this mean? It means for EURUSD, you're going to be hunting for short trades the moment you see price reaching out for 97,920, and for USDJPY, you're going to be hunting for longs as dollar index targets the 97,920. So as long as dollar is running to the upside, your priority or your ideal trades on EURUSD are going to be short trades. You're going to see that once I switch to the EURUSD chart, that the market structure itself is supporting what? Short trades. So now you can clearly see on a daily time frame where the price close above this short term bearish order block, which is our last up candle where they moved to the downside, but price eventually closed above. And you can see how this level here, the 9720, offered better chance to go to the upside because it was a level which was broken. So this, we've got a bullish breaker here, price rejected to the downside and rallied to the upside. So now I'm gonna go to a H4. Now on the H4 chart, you can see now where I was saying the 9720 is an ideal area for you to load longs. So if market does retrace to 9720, this is an ideal area for you to hunt for long opportunities on dollar index and short opportunities on Euro USD, and long opportunities on USDJPY. But since we are anticipating market to trade all the way to 97,920, can you see here the confluence that you have? See, we've got this up candle here and then market move to the downside. So I'll be expecting price to at least reach 50% of this bullish candle here. Price should at least test that level there. At least 50% of this green candle coming in at 98. So we can clearly say dollar is heading for the 98 price point to the upside. If it closes above and strong momentum to the upside, then we're going to clearly see 98.50 being target, and you can see the confluence that we have, the kind of price action that you really need to look out for your targets. So dollar in the coming week, expect a further appreciation in price on dollar, and this is also being supported by what the Fed did in the past week, and I will be expecting them to, I would expect the government to buy back a bit of some other bonds, thereby increasing the value of dollar index to the upside. So that's my forecast, but I'm not saying that is what is going to happen. But yeah, you can clearly see that we are moving to the upside. 97,920 is a realistic target that is going to offer you better opportunities on the other assets, USDJPY and EURUSD, long and short respectively. So we're going to be looking out for appreciation in price on dollar index to the upside. So the levels that I've marked, you must do the same on your chart. You see, you must do the same so that you get to follow through. You see, to be easier for you to follow through, to say, okay, I've been said so and so and so, so I need to be focusing on that. So if we do get a rejection to the downside, can you see the 97.20? Why I have said it's a good opportunity for you to trade to the upside. You see, you can clearly see here. See, you can see the price action that we are heading to the upside. So yeah, that's pretty much about it when it comes to dollar index. So now I'm gonna go straight to a H1 chart for, let me go to an H4 chart for USDJPY, and you can see why I'm supporting long positions also on USDJPY. But with USDJPY now, you need to be a bit careful, and you need to know what the Nikkei is. The Nikkei index is doing. Nikkei index is like the same comparison to dollar index is for dollar, so you need to know what the Nikkei is doing. But as the dollar index forecast suggests, we are going to see higher prices on dollar index. So I'll be expecting the yen to trade also to the upside. 107, 115, 107, 20. I'll be expecting yen to push to the upside also to these price levels here, and only when it reaches these levels then you have to anticipate short trades. But if it trades to the downside, then the 106.60 price point It's going to offer good opportunities to go to the upside. 106.60. It's going to offer opportunities to go long on USDJPY. So you can clearly see on smaller time frame how the price action is panning out. You can see already we've got a rejection in price points around the 106.80. You see 106.80 is offering good opportunities to go to the upside, which is being supported by dollar index move to the 97,920 price zone. Now coming to the Euro USD, you can clearly see we had a strong rejection of the $12.45. We had a strong rejection there to the downside. That was supported by Euro USD rejecting the lower 97.20 price points. You see, so this appreciation of price in dollar index from 97.20 was seen with an opposite price action on Euro USD from $12.45. So as dollar index is pushing for 97,920, expect Euro USD to trade downwards to $11.40 or $11.50. See, so it's in these two price points that you have to anticipate Euro USD to appreciate to the upside, and dollar index will be trading to the downside from 97,920. So I hope that has made a bit of sense to your analysis, and it's up to you now as a trader to link this whole analysis to the other assets that you are trading personally. So if you are trading NZUSD or AUDUSD or USD CAD, USD CHF, whatever the dollar is doing, it's going to be lined up to what those other assets are doing. And one more thing before I go, gold, we are still in our daily range, and now we have already reached close to 100% of our range, meaning we are reaching out into the weekly supply. Mentorship group, you know, I have explained this. You've got this set up on your Telegram group. So 1747, ideal area to look out for short trades on the precious metal. You see this area here, it's an ideal area for you to be hunting for short trades. But a breakthrough and close above, then you need to wait for price action to close below 1747 for you to hunt for short trades targeting this area here. So if you are going to short the precious metal from 1747, then 1710 is your ideal target, or 1720, that's your ideal target on the precious metal. So I'm not going to go deeper into the gold analysis, as I've already done so with the mentorship. You can clearly see the structure that we are in, because dollar has been ranging on a daily. We've got a range that it has been confined to since April the 13th. Precious metal has been confined into a range of 700 pips. We haven't seen much further rallies, but a strong close above 1747, then we could see our long-term target of 1800 being reached. But if we do get some rejections there, then we have to look out for 1710 as our target on our shorts on the precious metal. So yeah, I think that's pretty much about it, guys, for today, and we'll see how the market opens and see how Monday's trading range looks like before we can take on our positions for the week, probably Monday night or Tuesday, just after Asian session. So yeah, for those who haven't joined the mentorship, if you want to join the mentorship, just inbox me and we can take it from there. And those who haven't subscribed to the channel, kindly do so that you get all the updates for free to your inbox, and you learn from it. And I wish you guys good luck and happy trading. Thank you.